So shares of IZEA stock hit a high of $3.13 today. And yeah, I know. You're not very impressed with $3 when Tesla's over there trading at, over $1,000 per share. But in all reality, that $3 is insane if you consider that IZEA was just trading at around 12 cents, not even about 3 months ago. But of course, that and even a whole lot more than that is possible when your float is around 30 million and you've got solid catalysts to back you up and allow you to make those type of moves. Must be nice. But how high is IZEA gonna go? In this video, I'm gonna be telling you all about IZEA stock and the anticipated catalyst that could send this stock out of this world and to the moon. And we're going to be starting right now. What is going on? It's Pat from Top Ticker Trades. If this is your first time here and you want to learn about investing and trading in the stock market, make sure you start now by subscribing and tapping that bell so you never miss a thing. I'll see you guys in the video. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to talk about something exciting, an exciting stock that's had big moves and the potential for a lot more upside. All right, so first things first, let's start with discussing what IZEA actually is. Now, I actually have no clue how in the world to pronounce that. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anyhow, what is IZEA? Well, IZEA is actually known as IZEA Worldwide Incorporated. And it's a company that gets involved in the creation and operation of online marketplaces. Now, IZEA is also the premier provider of influencer marketing technology, data, and services for the world's leading brands, okay? And most recently, about, 2 days ago, the company announced that it received renewed commitments from 2 global retailers, and this was actually announced Monday, like I said, 2 days ago, duh. One of those retailers is a Fortune 500 company, and the other a Fortune 10 company. Both commitments mark the first time that IZEA has seen spending from these customers since the COVID-19 era began, I guess. Since COVID began to disrupt the economy and the global supply chain, basically. So IZEA has enjoyed long-term relationships with these retail customers and providing both custom content for their e-commerce sites and influencer marketing services. Ted Murphy, which is IZEA's chairman and CEO, he says, and I quote, "We saw new contractual commitments from both parties in every quarter last year, but IZEA did not receive contracts for new initiatives in Q1 2020 from either customer. We are excited to see both organizations reactivate their marketing efforts and sign new contracts with IZEA to begin spending again." End quote. So IZEA previously announced that it had been awarded the 2 contracts from different customers, and that the total was $1 million on both contracts, which were both signed on Monday, and the company subsequently indicated that it believes that bookings for its managed services business in Q2 2020 will grow year over year despite the challenges created by COVID-19. So as the global economy begins to open up, we are seeing new commitments from customers come in meaningful waves. And different sectors have been impacted by and reacted to COVID-19 in a variety of ways, with some pausing spending and some getting more aggressive in their advertising efforts. But According to the CEO, he says, we take it as a positive sign that both of these retailers entered into a new campaign agreement on the same day. And we believe that there is likely some correlation with how their businesses have been impacted by the pandemic, as well as their macroeconomic outlook. So given the size of these retail organizations, we view a return to spending as a leading positive indicator for the trickle-down effects on those companies who manufacture and sell products through these organizations. Okay, so IZEA Worldwide Incorporated, their official business name, it operates through IZEAX, the premier online marketplace that connects marketers with content creators. So I'm just going to keep calling it IZEA, even though now we're talking about IZEAX, the platform. So I'm just going to say IZEA, the platform, to make it convenient for myself. So the platform automates influencer marketing and custom content development, allowing brands and agencies to scale their marketing programs. IZEA creators include celebrities and accredited journalists. Creators are compensated for producing unique content, such as long and short form text, videos, photos, status updates, and illustrations for marketers, or distributing such content on behalf of marketers through their personal websites, blogs, and social media channels. Marketers receive influential content and engaging shareable stories that drive awareness. And if you guys want to check it out, okay, you can actually go to IZEA.com. And I bet that's going to be interesting. Anyhow, so on a more serious note, I want to point out something that scares me a little bit at this time about IZEA, okay? So take a look at that chart, and you'll see that towards the bottom left-hand side, you'll see where it says RSI, and we see that it's at 94, all right, which is pretty bad. So let me explain to you very quickly what RSI is and what all that entails. So basically, RSI is just an indicator that was developed by a fella named Wells Wilder, and it stands for the Relative Strength Index, okay? And it's actually a momentum oscillator that measures the speed and change of price, it measures the change of price movement. And what you'll normally see is that the RSI oscillates between 0 and 100. But traditionally, RSI is considered overbought when it's above 70 and oversold when below 30. All right. So now let's talk about overbought and oversold very quickly. Overbought and oversold are two terms that basically describe short-term stock price extremes that suggest the stock's price has gone too far in a particular direction. So when a stock is classified as market overbought, it means that experts are thinking that it's going to be selling for far more than it is actually worth, okay? And if it's oversold, then, you've got an opportunity there. So with this number here on the daily, so this is the daily chart, at 94, that's like way, way overextended. I mean, especially being on the daily chart, it could have a pretty decent sized fall. Now, if it was on a lower term chart, like the 1 minute or something, then that's a whole another story. But the further out it goes, or the bigger time frame that the chart is that you're looking at, the more serious the problem that you're seeing will be. So, and that's not saying it won't come back, but you never know when that move is going to happen unless you're closely paying attention to the charts. And I'm guessing if you guys are new you may not even know what you're looking for. So be aware that the daily chart on here is extremely overbought. And now let me just clarify that just because a stock is overbought doesn't mean it's going to drop right away. It can take, quite a bit of time. I've seen it take like weeks at a time before, like a couple of weeks or so. But anyhow, I did want to bring that to your attention before you guys start buying in. I mean, just earlier today, look, the low was 217, so it was actually trading, in a pretty low range compared to, looking at like 280, which it is, I guess, in the after hours, or something like 313. So be careful where you buy it at. You want to try to always get the best deal possible. With this being, overextended, we know that we can be expecting a drop at some point. So if you want to take a position or open a position on this stock, what I would do is just watch it for a little while and learn its moves. You definitely, don't want to be jumping in like during the high of day or something. But anyhow, so here's my 2 cents on this, okay? So on this daily chart, you can see where it like gapped up, I would say look for an entry at about, in the $1 range, maybe like 125, 150, something like that, because it should close that top gap up there, is what I'm thinking. Now, technicals don't always work, but, they do a lot of the times. And chances are that they're going to be more likely to work on a penny stock, which is what IZEA currently is, than they would be, on a bigger, like a blue chip stock or something. And basically what this boils down to is, the type of people that are trading these types of stocks. So normally you'll have like day traders and swing traders that are trading penny stocks. So their style is completely different from, somebody's that is trading like blue chip stocks. The guy trading the blue chips may still consider technicals, but they're more than likely their strategy is to hold long, whereas somebody that, as the name implies, that's day trading or swing trading is, going short term. So anyhow, those are the ones that are going to be watching the charts and using the charts, and they kind of become like a self-fulfilling prophecy, So that's why technicals work. So there's a couple more things I got to tell you. All right. One is a conference call taking place next week, and that's where Ted Murphy, which is the chairman and CEO, he's going to do a little Q&A session during a call, and that's going to take place on Thursday, June the 18th, 2020 at 5 p.m. Eastern, and the company wants you to be there 5 minutes early because they're going to have an operator that's going to, I guess, answer your call and then, get you signed up and registered. So it may take a few minutes, so the company wants you in there about 5 minutes early. If anyone has trouble finding it or needs the phone number to call to join that conference call, let me know, and I'll make sure you guys get it. Now, here's what the I guess catalyst is. I don't want to call it a catalyst yet because right now, it's just a rumor. There's no solid evidence, and I've seen this happen, all day long with other stocks like MVIS and the whole Microsoft buyout that never happened, and then it changed to, Apple's going to buy Microvision, and then Tesla, and I mean, get out of here with that, you know? And I guess the bottom line is, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anything you see. Question everything. Otherwise, the punishment is losing money. And if you're anything like me, you hate losing money. So don't mess up. But yeah, so these rumors right now are that Disney is going to be involved with IZEA and, pretty much become a client. I am a little skeptical about that news, so I will be keeping my eyes open for it. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that like button if you saw anything at all in this video that you liked, okay? And any questions, leave them in the comments below. And that's about all I can think of. If you guys got something else, let me know in the comments, okay? I got 2 thumbnails about to show up on your screen. Make sure you click one or both or whatever interests you and floats your boat, okay? So, again, thank you very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow.